It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC North. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings, and it comes your way next.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today we've got what's always a hard-hitting battle in the NFC North, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill. Things like that, got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Anders Carlson has this teed up, ready to get started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off play action. McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Open here, Adam Thielen. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. Up the middle, Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A spin, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Off the play fake. McCarthy to the right side and complete to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson from 13 yards out. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look at them elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. A 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 2nd and 5. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Hey, we can post ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points, forcing that fumble.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Not for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Completes this to Addison out left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Off-play action. McCarthy. There's Addison. touchdown, Vikings. From 21 yards away. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Love. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith.
I think this will win a lot very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and can pay the price.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trying back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Quay Walker. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Working out of the gun. Love. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
On 4th down, the Packers called on Daniel Whelan to punt. Brandon Powell deep for Minnesota. take it at the 37. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Back to throw. McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd and long. McCarthy. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive a touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 3rd and 7. Love looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going back to Love. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Throwing, Love. And an incomplete pass. That'll that'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 2nd and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Drop just inside the 20. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Jacobs, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This deep. And playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get
left sideline a dive, and it looks like he's got it. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. A great play there, laying himself out in the end zone. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Throwing on 1st down. McCarthy. That is caught by Thielen. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This one swung out here to Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled in the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Counter play with Jacobs. There he goes, left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 103 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Love, they go play action now. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Yeah, penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Automatic first down. Okay, ready? Ready?
Jacobs going to try to middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
This is Davis. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Off the play fake, McCarthy. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. And here's Ryan Wright now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here first and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
And the throw by Love taken in by Watson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Here we go.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left to about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ready, go.
To throw now. Here's Love. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. An inside give to Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go, set.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Now Love. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Let's go now.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Second down, Love. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Working out of the gun, Love. Toward the pylon, caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. A give to Jones. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Again, it's Jones. Look at the spin. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. The give is to Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the counter, here's Jones. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
3rd and 4. Back to throw. McCarthy.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Make that in the sleeve. I got you. Come on, kick it. Let's get this.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Vikings get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Brandon, a lot of times coaches see these situations present themselves on film, but how often do they actually call it? We just saw it here, and what an end result. A huge touchdown off of a terrific call.
Now the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So that last touchdown sealed it there, partner, in the kickoff there at the end. Just a formality to knock the final seconds off and send everyone home.
Yeah, it's awfully nice when you're kicking off late, knowing that even if you give up a big return or a touchdown, it doesn't matter, right? You mentioned the word formality. Good job by them putting themselves in that situation where kicking off did not matter.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the